Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As you can see, today I'm doing a little backfilling. I was able to get some fill from a job that was just going on about a half a mile, not even, away from me. What you can do, this is the case here in New York State, and I'm sure all the other most other states have this, where the county highway department does various types of jobs, and they do ditchings where they clean out ditches, they do road work, repair work, and in today's case this was not a culvert but a pipe for a small little creek, a little stream actually, that was underneath the road. I think it probably collapsed and they were replacing the pipe. So actually they ripped out the concrete pipe right there and put a plastic one in. So I got all that stuff. So I was able to request, fill out a form to request the fill to be brought here, and you basically submit a form and you get put on a list for fill that they need a place to dump. Now when you do that, you don't have a selection of the fill that you might get. So you might get asphalt, you might get some trash if they're cleaning out ditches, you might get some trash from the ditches, things like that. In this case, as you can see, I got a lot of concrete pieces and a lot of asphalt pieces because they had to cut the road in order to replace that pipe. I believe they brought, let's see, about 7 trucks today, and most of them were with the stuff that you just saw me backfill. I tried to put it right in front of the garage here where my driveway is going to be, so all of this is going to be higher, so I would need to fill this anyway. So I took those bigger concrete pieces and asphalt pieces and just stacked them on the bottom, did a whole row, and then put a little of that gravel. It's a mixture of dirt and gravel that they use for roads. Sprinkle that on top, that way it fills in all the cracks in between the concrete and the asphalt, and then put another layer of thinner layers. Most of them were asphalt because they're thinner, and then I have basically about a foot left over, if you can see, about a foot left over once it settles, to put some gravel, some run across for finished product for the driveway. But it's going to be elevated at this level basically, as you can see, and then there's going to be large retaining stones all the way around the driveway. So I'm building up the grade this way. It's not ideal material. I prefer that it was regular fill, regular dirt, some gravel. This is very hard to work with. I've been here for a few hours on a machine that you saw, not designed by any means to do this heavy type of work, but I manage. I try to be careful, that way I'm not overloading the machine. I use leverage wherever I can, turn things over instead of just picking it up and carrying it, because with this machine you can't pick up these heavy pieces, because a lot of them are, gosh, I don't know, 2,000, 2,500 pounds. So you got to use some leverage in order to do that. But this is how we look from far away. So I've got another probably hour and a half at least worth of work to do, but now I picked out all the majority of the concrete pieces. I have a few more left, but this is more of that loose stuff, some small to medium pieces, that'll just go right on top, and I'll run back and forth with the machine and compact it, and later on we'll use a vibrator to vibrate everything in between the cracks and whatnot. Now the house progress, as you can see, the OSB for the second floor, for the main living floor, is going up. And I'll take a little walk around. That's my box for the fireplace. So the rafters are done, OSB's done on the bottom and the sides. As you can see, I need a lot more fill. That black line, I gotta be above that black line with my fill, so it's about 2 feet here, at least 2 feet that I have to fill, and then even higher right there. So I'll have my retaining wall right here to cover the septic tank, so I'll have to go a lot higher. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a 5th row here on this side. That's that wall that I had to pick up 2 more blocks to give it enough pitch for the pipe that comes out into the septic tank. But on this main wall, basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 feet from the bottom of the wall to the top of the wall. That's the height right here for both floors. And we're finishing up for today, nailing the OSB there, so they're on ladders. On the other side they were on actual planks. Get the whole width of the house. This is a little close-up of that pipe. They're your like 3 to 4 inch thickness pipe and all rebar, so they just compressed it. I'll have to kind of untangle it, probably cut those with either bolt cutters or a grinder, cut the rebar and separate it. Then I can lay it and compact it and throw dirt underneath it. So I mean, a couple about 3 to 4 decent sized pieces that I gotta work with. They're not the easiest to work with. It's not like a flat rock you just lay and fill around. So, but this is a parking area. I was able to, with this fill already, let me show you, get some started getting some fill on the inside of the house through the garage. I actually had a ramp on this side, but the fact that I wanted to take that fill, the good fill, and put it on the inside of the house because that'll settle better as opposed to big rocks. So I actually moved the ramp from there to that spot to the left garage and started bringing fill in. So the hardest is the start here when you bring it in. Once you bring enough in and you can work around and turn around here with a machine, then it's a lot easier. Then you just come in and you turn, you rotate any way you want. You just got to be careful not to get too excited and always pay attention to the fact that you do have the monoposts, and right now we put up the stairs, temporary stairs, so I got to be careful to work around those. Those bracing will come off because I got to backfill, but the ones that are at an angled on the walls, attached to the walls, those will stay until later on once all the sheathing's done and all the roof is done. But there you have it. Those stones will go for that retaining wall. Lumber piles keep decreasing, so the exterior walls are all done. So now tomorrow all the partition walls are going to start going in, dividing all the bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen, living room. And then there's a few walls that will have to be put in on the first floor once everything's backfilled, compacted, and the garage slab and the first floor slab floor is done. Once that's done, that's when those walls will go in, so they can actually sit on the floor as opposed to hang, and then they'll settle. So I want to do just a quick update for today. Stay tuned for the next one. Next one's going to be, I'll show you the partition walls going up, and probably more OSB will happen tomorrow, but partition walls, and they're going to start getting ready for trusses to come in a couple days here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share with your friends, and hit the notification button so you get the new videos right away, you get to see it. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, bye.